Hey everyone. As you can see by this red-filled window, I've been trying to get a game. I was recording for a minute there, 3 minutes, couldn't get a game, so I stopped and restarted. And we are continuing. We're just getting nothing. Do you not like me? Only 1-0. Oh, hello. Ha ha ha. How about 1033? 533. No, shoot. That's too fast. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Look at this window. Look. Look at all those names. That's what I had to go through to try to get a game. And no. Too fast for that person. Or too slow for that person, sorry. 1033? 1033? Come on, come on. Oh, yes, you will do a 1033. Thank you. Now, I have no idea what to play, and usually when I have no idea what to play... Oh my god, I can't even hear the clicks. I just go ahead and do Orthodox or something. I've been doing this a lot lately. I'm sorry about that. Maybe I'll do Chinese then instead. How's that sound? He's inviting the Chinese. Inviting the micro Chinese too. I'll just go ahead and do this and see what we have. I like the Chinese. He's not going to split me. I didn't even consider anything else. Usually we go ahead and play up here to make sure I can't make a framework centered around my 3-4 stone, since I've got little special situation set up here. But, alright. You don't want to do that. That's fine. Usually I like extending this instead to make sure that can't really be invaded, but I'll take the start point, why not? Is he going to take his point? Are we going to get into this weird Moyo game? I mean, theoretically, if he did, I could do my Moyo first, and yeah. But alright, he wants to go ahead and play that way. That's fine. I don't mind him taking a little bit of territory down here. I will keep expanding. This is also threatening a 3-3 along with the expansion, because if he, and we might get a chance to see it because he's taken a lot of time on this move, if he plays elsewhere, okay, he didn't, but if he did, then with this little extra wall, makes the influence that obtained for a little bit useless, very uncomfortable, which is why we almost never allow our opponent to get the 3-3 as well as that extension. But, alright, I've got Moyo. We are the Moyo man, so let's continue. It's kind of bizarre. I always say that I love territory. It's like, oh yes, I love playing for territory. My normal games, I'm always playing for territory, and then I get on camera, I wind up playing for influence, or I wind up against a student, and I wind up playing for influence. So weird. But, oh, he's going to actually attack me directly. Interesting. I don't mind that so much. I can go ahead and connect here later, or do whatever I want there. This is a small corner, but it's reasonable. It's a nice little chunk of territory. Nice solid, I can't do anything about it. I've got a couple of options. I can play here. He'll respond, I'll play, and then I'll connect here. Could do that. Could play normally, but I don't like that. I'm actually going to play this variation. Haven't played it in a while. Let's see what he does. You never want to descend. That's bad. Against the low Chinese, you never want to go ahead and approach it low, or if your opponent responds to your approach like I did, don't drop down because you're being fooled. What do we have here, though? If I defend here... I have no idea where his next move is coming from. The attachment, I guess? Alright, it's interesting. What if I play here? I like that. I guess I'm going to do that. He's changing directions, but he's pincered. I guess I'll lean on this stone and either take this for myself or that for myself or something along those lines. Okay. I'll just play here. I want to play this, but can I? Can I? I think I can. Because that cut doesn't work. And now that cut's never, ever going to work, because he just gave me, you know, 6-line territory, which I'm good with. Got some 6-line territory there. I can still probe this. This isn't quite alive just yet. He's got a little bit of an area over here, though, so he probably is expecting me to, he's probably expecting me to invade him now, and I'm about to, but I want to get... Yeah, I think I want to poke this momentarily, see how he is going to respond that way. Alright, alright. If I play here... I think it might be too early for that. No, it should be okay. I want to ruin his shape on the outside so I can just essentially, you know, chuck up and be good. Interesting. He's going to play that way, is he? Guess I should have expected that. Doesn't look like something I want to actually let happen. Because there's too many. I mean, if he cuts here, I have to respond to it. Because if I just back off, he Atari, and then, yeah. I have to connect. Not responding to that one, though. I'm going to go ahead and reduce him on the right. This is vulnerable, but I can't really do anything about it right now. Connecting here is also a very important move that you never want to omit. Well, almost never. A lot of my students don't know that it's important to connect there. They think that I'm just being greedy when I first play the probe. But no, open Tygem here if you extend down. I might go over that later. Sure, why not? I'll go ahead and I'll respond to this. I just want a nice little base. Now I'll jump out. He's making me heavy, but I can attach here. Can get some more shape here, because I can threaten to cut through, so I'm not really worried. Can go here and get something for myself. I can go here as well. I like this first. If I can get a wall here, then this might actually be interesting. If I'll have a wall here, I'll have a shoulder hit here, and I'll have like essentially 2 areas I can develop at once. That would be very nice. I would like that a lot. I doubt he'll let me do it. His next move probably ought to be to connect up that. Yeah, good. Guess I'll cut and see if there's anything here. Any Aji available, because I'm never invading this. So I might as well just use this as Aji. I mean, I can push and he'd extend, but then where'd I be? I'd have no follow-ups. This way I can go ahead and cut. See what he'll let me do. Right now it looks like he's going to let me go ahead and get a few stones captured. Does the latter favor me? You can see that it does, so I will go ahead and play that. Actually, one other thing to wonder about. It favors, but is that a good co-threat? Or not co-threat, ladder breaker, sorry, wrong word. Doesn't look like one, because this is fine. So I will go ahead and play that. He can force me to capture later, but that's okay. Now he's gonna try to come in. Okay. I'll cut him off. If he wants to give me a wall here, that's fine. I'll go back and find out if this is a lot. Ooh, maybe I can't. I could and then give that up, I guess. Maybe we'll have to find out what's going on here. Looks like he's going to try and live or capture me or something. I'm not really certain what's going on. I guess he expects me to cut right now, and then he can go ladder, ladder, you know. Actually, even that... It's this area here. I guess I can Hane instead. Yeah, I guess I'll Hane. I'll keep him cut this way instead. Then I don't have to worry about it. But what's really getting interesting is this top over here. Because this does not have 2 eyes just yet. That's why I made this little poke. Because I wanted to have him this like really, you know, bamboo joints. Not really getting an eye shape from that. Needs another move out here. So if I can keep this... If I can keep this from getting 2 eyes, I can have an interesting chance to kill this. Can't do it yet. I mean, throw in would probably be horrifyingly laughed at, and then he'd just go and play on the outside, and that would be the end of that. Let's see, this... Where does this go? I think he misread this. Because you can see where he's thinking this goes to. Because you can see right here, he thinks it's going straight to his... What to do about that? Oh well. That's a shame. That's really unfortunate. He might have wanted to put a little bit more reading into his moves. That's just silly. Yeah. Having this game end on a... No. I have to review this, thank you. Having this game end like that was just silly. But I'll go ahead and review it anyway. Yeah, here, usually what we want to do is go ahead and play the split, and then your opponent will... No, don't challenge me. Your opponent will either go ahead and push you in this direction, so it can either build up, or see if he can keep you low, or whatever you want to do there. But occasionally they'll push from the other direction too, and sometimes we see the 2 space from rather passive players, because they don't want to be invaded later, they don't like fighting. 3 space, a little bit more aggressive. This most aggressive, this is saying I'm going to shoulder hit to make my mini Chinese as large as possible. And then you're going to have to invade me and we're going to fight, and I'm going to get my territory that way. That's always possible. Also possible with this, it's the idea that black's gonna try and keep this as unsettled as possible. Or sometimes it's just used for development and white gets to settle, but I like this a little bit too much, really, for white, because if white gets a nice base, there's still reduction here. I usually don't play that variation. But he allowed me to build up my framework, so I did. And framework again. Now, what I mentioned earlier, or not earlier, earlier, is about not letting me get that 3-3. If he had gone elsewhere, and I could take the 3-3, then he's not going to block this way, obviously, because that's really tiny. So I guess he's blocking this way, but I've got a little bit of a wall here, and that wall really comes in handy when you start thinking about playing aggressively against the invasion. Because we see all of these forcing moves that black has, and after that, what are you going to do? I mean, black's alive in the corner, and you're not really getting anything from the wall. If anything, you need another move here, because you can't play away, otherwise, you know, severe attack. So that entire wall now needs a T-space extension, and that's painful. That's way too painful. That's why we never see this. What we see instead is white backing off and letting black connect, because that wall is just no good. We can't really do anything with it. Most we can hope for is get some influence here maybe, and try to use it with our framework or something. But here I went ahead and built, got a nice little wall. He played here. I usually see this in response. Whoops. Threaten to connect under, doesn't allow it. He gets to make shape while I connect. Instead he played here, which is very spirited, but doesn't quite have life here just yet. And I'm getting 6-line territory now, so I'm happy. My framework turned into 6-line territory. I call that a success. This I considered briefly ignoring, because his cap is still large. And he's gonna respond to it, because, you know, playing here and allowing me to completely enclose this is just horrible. This I should have seen. I should have known he was gonna do that. This was fairly standard. Very severe attacks, wasn't too worried. Like I said, I'll show you this a bit more now. Essentially what I was hoping for was a bit of a wall here. That way maybe later on I could go ahead and shoulder hit this, and you can see that I'm trying to attack this group. I'm trying to build up at the same time. So I'm trying to do two things at once there. I think I picked my move too fast. I think even this might work. Because you can't connect this way. And that's a bit of a problem. So if I just go here, he can probably get out, and that's no good. I don't like that at all. Maybe I didn't pick my move too fast. Maybe I was right about that. Well, I could go ahead and just not be greedy and play this. I mean, that's fine too, I guess. I wouldn't mind that variation. But I played here, which allowed for a lot of Aji. Unfortunately, he didn't play like I thought he was going to. I don't know what I thought he was going to do. Not really sure what he could do here. But definitely putting himself into a ladder that didn't work, as you can see here, wasn't the solution. So it's a shame this game ended that way. But that's another... I don't really want to call it a 4-down game. Kind of want to call it something else. But he was a 4-down, so that was another 4-down game. I will be back with another one. Hope you guys look forward to that one. I'm sorry this one was so short, but that's just the way it is sometimes. You all take care.